Now, here's the problem with that. It's just like the ATF giving us a lot of grief about making alcohol. The EPA says, you can't play with your car at all. We don't care if you're using alcohol and it's 80% cleaner. The law is the law and you can't play with the devices. We don't care about the air, it's the devices. So technically it's illegal for you to make your car, oh, it's coming along. So technically it's illegal for you to alter your car to run on alcohol even though it's 80% cleaner than the gasoline version. Luckily, there's only one point in the life of your car that you have to worry about that. And when is that? When you go get your smog test. So, just like most people tune up their car before the smog test, you'll go into your local alcohol mechanic. There are some in the room that might be your local alcohol mechanic. You plug the computer back in, you go back to the software and say, go back to gasoline settings, take your test, come back, plug it back in and go back to alcohol. So until we can make it legal, that would be the way you have to deal with it. Now what is it going to take to make... California is additionally on this. Now CARB, California Air Resources Board, has an experimental permit. So we've sponsored a few people now to be in our research group to experiment with alcohol conversion. It's a one-page form and it's free. So CARB said, well, we didn't mean this. We meant car manufacturers. We said, fuck you. It doesn't say who can use it. We applied for it. We got it. And they've had to let us do it. But they're kind of curious. They want to see what we come up with. So, this is really kind of interesting. But otherwise, it's the same deal. You'd have to go get your smog test by going back and converting back. Unless you have a really nice smog guy who's going to ignore the extra devices and just look at your readings, which are always going to be in compliance. So
that won't work. They can't ignore anything.
Yeah.
Because OBD2 records anything that goes outside the normal set of specifications are recorded, and now they're plugging in and interrogating the computer as part of the smog test.
Okay, so that's updated information. This is what we're actually in the middle of researching now, so I'm glad you fed that back. So, you're going to have to go back to gasoline temporarily to meet smog. But what does it take in California, which is recognized by the EPA, is that you have to go ahead and have a certified conversion kit. Now we've looked into this. There's no fee to go ahead and have a certified conversion kit. But you do need to get an independent lab to do the emissions test on your kit. So if we do these kits, it takes about $3,000 in testing to get them certified. So one of our goals, once we have the book out and we're working on this, is to pull some grant money in and start with the 10 most common engines and get those certified, certified kits for alcohol fuel, because it's really, in the greater scheme of things, not going to be that expensive for us to do it. And that'll make it easy for everyone. But in the meantime, well, you'd have to go back to gas temporarily, even though that's dirtier than you've been running at for the other 2 years. So that's where the laws stand on that right now.
What about the dual fuel cars?